Hey there, welcome to the Career Hustle Podcast. As someone who wants more clarity while having less overwhelm, I'm here to bring you a season of exactly that. Welcome back to the Career Hustle Podcast. I hope you and yours are doing well and staying healthy. I'm writing to you from my front porch stoop because, man, I can't get enough of this weather lately. It's been so gorgeous out that I've tried to take every opportunity to soak up the sun. This makes me think that summer's coming. It's my favorite season, but I think this also means that students are gearing up for summer internships. So I'm going to interrupt what I had planned for this episode to talk with you about how to prepare your resume for that internship application that's been open in your web browser all week, or that kind of cool, dreamlike opportunity you've been thinking about. I know, I've been there. Spelling all your experiences and knowledge out on a piece of paper, and then having someone make a call on if you're a good fit based on all of that can be really challenging. But I'm here to help you get your resume and interview skills together. Let's start at the very beginning, before your appointment. Consider bringing your resume or notes of what you would like to include in your resume to your in-person or virtual appointment with Career Services. You don't have to have your resume done, but it seems like most students who have at least a draft or an outline of what they would like to include get more out of the appointment. I made some notes on the most common things I see as a peer career navigator on resumes. I put this into a short list of do's and don'ts. Starting with the do's. 1. Format your resume to be all on one page if you're an undergrad. If you're out of school or getting a second degree, it can be on 2 pages, but try your best to make it a full 2 pages. We recommend using common fonts like Times New Roman or Calibri in sizes 10, 11, or 12-point font. If you're running short on room, you can use narrow margins or custom margins. 2. The goal is to make your resume as user-friendly as possible. To do this, we need to maximize the kind of text we use. What I mean by this is using caps, bold, italics, and bullets effectively to break up the bodies of text into nice, easy-to-follow sections in your resume. In the Career Center, we recommend using all caps for sections like education or leadership and involvement, then using bold words for those positions within this section, like Bellarmine University or senior leadership management. Italics is often used for location of position or company, so words like Dallas, Texas, or Louisville, Kentucky. And lastly, bullet statements are used to describe the position. I'll talk about this more in depth in a second. 3. I want to make it look like you have filled out the full page of your resume. So we should put the dates on the very right side. The best way to do this is to tab over your date, such as June 2018 to June 2020, to the part where it goes to the next line, and then take the last tab out and hit the spacebar over until it almost goes to the next line. I know this is tedious and annoying, but it's the nitty-gritty part of resumes. Back to the bullet statements for number 4. Bullet statement can tell the most about the job before the interview stage. They describe what your role is to someone who may have never even heard of the company before. Crafting them can be a little bit challenging. Try using this formula: a skill verb plus specific detail plus the result. I'll say it again. It's a skill verb plus a specific detail plus the result. We like to use 3 to 5 bullets per role. Lastly, for the do's, number 5. When I'm done with it, I like to save it with either M. Jackson or Monica Jackson as a PDF so I can send it to my employer without the formatting getting wonky. I save it somewhere I can find it, either on my computer or a OneDrive. Then I save the same resume that we were working on in Pages or in Word with the date, as in resume March 14, 2020, or the organization I submitted it to, Resume United Way. That way I can work off of the same document and just update the revisions I need to make. Okay, on to the don'ts, and they're pretty quick. Unless you're in your first year of college, you don't need to include experiences from high school or before. You won't be able to fit it all on one page. The further you go in college, the more experiences you will have, and the more specific experiences will be in your field of interest. Number 2, be careful of using the right tense. especially in your bullet points. If you're doing the job presently, you need to be using present tense verbs. If you stopped doing the job in 2019 or something like that, you need to be using past tense verbs. 3. Make sure you are putting your experiences in reverse chronological order, starting with the ones you have done most currently or are most recent. If you're doing multiple things at the same time, put the ones that are most relevant to the position or company at the top of the list. 4. Don't include your references with your resume or cover letter if the employer doesn't ask for them. 5. If the employer does ask for references, make sure it's the same header on all 3 pieces of paper within your cover letter, resume, and references. I think that is all, folks. Thanks for listening in. We will hopefully have a pod on interviewing next time. Oh, wait. Career Development is doing a mock interview week online, April 13th through 17th, with our career advisors. Be sure to sign up for a spot on Handshake. This is Monica, signing off.